All right, guys, let me tell you, this is going to be an awesome game that we're going to be discussing first. If you're familiar with Dune, and you know us, we love survival games. There is going to be a brand new survival MMO coming out called Dune Awakening, and it's made by Funcom. Funcom made one of my favorite not well-known MMOs ever, and it was called The Secret World. So they have some experience with MMOs, and The Secret World was a really cool, like, mystery horror themed MMO with some of the best quest design I've ever seen to this day. As in, like, dude, I remember, oh my god, I remember in I think it's like the third level of The Secret World, we had to take a cipher of a language, and the language was the Hell language, and we had to actually figure out what the symbols correspond to letters using a cipher, and we had to unlock a message essentially. And I think that was like the prerequisite to get into like the second dungeon. And the second dungeon is where you go to hell and you kill demons. And it was so fucking cool. So fucking cool. So, you know, they have some issues, Funcom, with some of their games. But I'm genuinely excited. And I want to see what Dune Awakening is going to be like. So are we ready for a new survival MMO? Let's look up Dune Awakening. I've been waiting for this game for a while. And also, so who here has read the Dune books or has watched the Dune movies? I've only watched the first Dune movie. I've not seen Dune 2 yet. I know it just came out. I think that's why they're doing this little awakening as of like, I think they posted this like 2 days ago. We can check. Yeah, 1 day ago. So, but I know the Dune movies and Dune books are like extremely popular. I have not read the books. I have watched the first movie, and I thought it was a really good movie. A lot of people didn't like how slow it was. I actually really liked the Dune movie, and I really did like how slow it was. I don't think Timothée Chalamet was like my favorite part of the movie by any means, but I loved the lore. I loved like the creation of it. I loved like the wacky, you know, giant sandworms and everything. It was pretty cool. Okay, so you read all the books. You watched all the films and the TV series. Wait, there's a TV series with James McAvoy? With my James McAvoy, my boy. McAvoy, our boy. I have no idea about this. Hold on, I gotta look this up. I had no idea. Dune TV series. Is it this one? Is that a baby James McAvoy? No. Wait, is this not the right one? Children of Dune. Okay. How old are the Dune books? Oh my god. This is James McAvoy. It's McAvoy, our boy. Holy shit. This is epic. Oh my lord. I'm gonna have to look this up later. I'm gonna try to see if I can find this on a streaming service. Because, dude, I will watch anything with James McAvoy in it. Link down in the Discord, share with some of my friends that are into Dune. Yeah, of course. Absolutely riled up. And we'll be posting this video sometime this week. Riled up when we are, you know, discussing this as well. So you can post them our YouTube as well. Hell yes. All right. Let's see it, guys. Dune. There we go. This looks good. All right. They got the sandworm right. That sandworm looks insane. I like that. I like that already. It's set after the film. Oh, okay, so it's like a sequel.
Hello and welcome to the very first Dune Awakening Direct.
Hold on, let me turn on closed captioning. Sorry about that, I sometimes forget that.
Brand new series where
we'll be
taking a look at all things Dune Awakening from our studio here.
Yes.
on Arrakis.
Yeah, Minta.
This episode will be
Get ready.
Joel Bylos. He's the Chief Creative Officer for Dune Awakening.
This is like the first big information about it.
Players can look forward to this year, and he will share some news about our beta testing phase. Then we'll also be taking a look at the brand new gameplay trailer that we're just so excited to share with you all. But first,
yeah,
we'll look at what it takes to bring the
sand hot dog. Yeah, truly a peppy sand hot dog.
From book to film to video game. Let's get started with creating worlds.
Yes, excellent, excellent.
Arrakis is this unrelenting anvil against which people are beaten and shaped and forged into something that's stronger.
Ooh, holy shit. Okay.
Very spiritual, but that sand, which on the surface is really nothing, but underneath has a really diverse biological backstory.
Wait, are these the game makers talking about this? They're really into it. I love this. Okay, so this is like weird for me because, like I said, I only know the first movie. I have not read any of the books. I know the books have been made into like, what is it, 4 different like generations of movies and like 5 different TV shows or whatever. Like people make a lot of these, like a lot of adaptations of Dune. I know it's extremely popular. I feel like weird that I've not read the books yet, but yeah, looking into this, like I just love the excitement these people have. And these are the game devs. Game devs being excited about the lore of something that they're making is one of the most important things, especially for something like an MMO. Especially. Audible is a beautiful thing. Oh no, I love reading, Peppy. I love reading. I just haven't gotten around to it. But yeah, maybe I'll get an Audible. That's an entirely possible thing. All right, let's do it.
One of my favorite lines from Frank Herbert.
I have not seen the OG.
It's like a train coming
Correct.
to the station that doesn't stop. You just jam on the brakes and let the sparks fly into people's imagination.
Okay. Is that in-game footage that we just saw? Because that was definitely not from the movie. I can tell you that much.
Arrakis is a test, is what the Fremen say. And the player comes right into the heart of that test.
Okay.
Dune Awakening is a survival game at the base level. And it begins like a traditional survival game, you know? Like you're looking for water, you're looking for shelter.
Okay.
You know, where will you find water in the desert? Will you take it from others? So when we...
Absolutely. I will take it from everyone. Look. It's kill or be killed in the jungle, in the jungle of the sand, guys. I'm sorry. I'm taking everyone's water. It's mine.
talk about survival, sure, we start with the basics.
I'm also a thirsty little bastard.
And then when you've survived long enough, it's now time to think about political survival.
Yeah.
And how you progress within the universe.
Oh, dude, I've talked about it, Steel Zipper. You're talking about if MMOs will have another surge. I think MMOs are absolutely going to have another surge. In fact, we will be watching, maybe tonight, another video about another MMO, namely Ashes of Creation. Between Ashes of Creation, this already, 2 minutes in, I'm just saying, first impressions, it looks pretty cool. The awesome, we don't have much information about it, let's be real, but the Riot Games MMO, the expansions upcoming for World of Warcraft, we're eating pretty good in the upcoming future for MMOs, guys. And I'm very, very excited about the future of MMOs. I want us to have many different, really, really, really intricate and cool MMOs for all of us to really sink our teeth into. I never got the chance to play PAX Day, but we saw the video about it. I didn't get into the beta. So that looked pretty cool as well. So we have that. We have FF14, which is surviving and thriving. We have ESO, which, has never gone by the wayside. I think the future of MMOs is pretty good. Bring back Ragnarok Online. Dude, I loved Ragnarok Online, Peppy. Absolutely. 8K hours in RuneScape 3. Another 1K in New World. I'm so excited for the Riot MMO. Yeah. But you know why we're all excited about the Riot MMO riled up? Is because we have zero details about it. Just want to point that out. That is why we're excited about it. But I am excited too. But yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Building a world like Arrakis is we kind of have to think about where are the stark lines and how do we draw these epic spaces?
The one I'm most excited for is Ashes of Creation. I'm so hyped about that.
The intention was every time we saw the desert,
Yeah.
it was highly brutal, and if you went out into the desert without the right protection and without the right knowledge,
You just
it
die.
was sure death.
Yeah.
If we looked at references from some of the hottest deserts in the world, the visuals that we saw from those deserts weren't enough. We needed this world to be even harsher.
And that's saying something. Who here has ever been in a desert, guys? Who here has been in a desert? I've been in deserts, guys. Deserts are like one of the worst fucking places on the planet. It is horrific. My brain can't fathom how anyone survives in any desert. So, yeah. I'll be having PTSD whenever we play this game. I just want you all to know.
So we've been working with Legendary since the very beginning. They've been very generous with sharing with us assets from the film and allowing us to see things from the film and allowing us to really understand the vision that Denis Villeneuve has for the world and his characters and the way he's grounding Arrakis. But of course, a game is a much larger scale.
Right.
So we need to expand upon that vision. We need our own army of concept artists who are sending things back and forth with Legendary all the time. One of my best moments on this project so far, actually, was I got to go and visit the set of the first film with a group of the...
Wait, they're working with the filmmakers? That's actually really cool. That is very, very interesting. Oh, Arizona? Yeah, I have an uncle in Arizona, K-Dub. But the deserts that I've been to Arizona a bit. And but the ones I'm talking about the Middle East, man. I'm talking about Dubai. I'm talking about UAE. Those are the deserts I've been to. And those are horrifically harsh, man. Wait, if you're in a sandstorm, dude, being in a sandstorm is like, oh my God, it is, you think you're just gonna die. And like die like from like, you know, lack of thirst and everything. It's horrific. And you're like in the middle of the city and you're just like, are we ever gonna get out of this? It's crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy.
People from Funcom, the art directors, the lead artists, and we got to walk around.
But dude, these guys work with the movie people.
That they had built in classic old school set building.
This is really cool.
Palaces. And we got to look at the ornithopters from the inside and the outside, right? We got to walk around them and get a sense of their scale.
Well, I think what they had done really
this will provide a lot of detail.
Inspired by the world that we had built in Dune Part 1. Now, on a film, you're sort of led on a journey by the director and by the script, whereas in a game, you have the opportunity to sort of create your own narrative and create your own journey. The most exciting aspect for me is the fact that you can take... These
visuals look amazing.
And you can make your own stories and your own places, and that to me is the ultimate goal, is to have, you know,
So I was trying to yeah, well, we'll do it next time.
Is obviously one of the better choices.
I want to pause on the details of the game.
Flexibility through the blueprinting system. It allows us to handle amazing graphics through the rendering system, the lighting system, such as Lumen. Lumen technology allows
Unreal 5.
Bouncy. If I had to say one thing in the game that really benefits from Lumen, it's player crafted spaces.
Right.
In our case, it's like you build a room and you place a window, and the window lets in natural light, and the light will fill the room in a way.
Holy shit. This looks really good. Like, this is just a room, obviously, right? But this is Dune Awakening, so this is like not movie set. This is just straight up like the game. Unreal 5 is such a game changer. Oh my God. The other thing that he hasn't talked about, I don't know if he will, but one of the biggest things for Unreal 5 with gaming is also being able to have like multiple, like dozens and hundreds of creatures and people and as in player characters and NPCs at the exact same time without any like packet loss and you know things like that. Like that is one of the really, really big things about Unreal 5 as well. So yeah, I mean the lighting though, look at that lighting just seeping through. And like on this side, you can see like it looks just slightly like brighter. It's kind of like the light is waving out a little bit. Like how real light works. Dude, lighting is so beautiful in Unreal 5 games. I love it. I absolutely love it.
That feels real. And that technology hasn't existed before.
Right.
Before Unreal 5, in the olden days,
Welcome,
you
Wade.
use what we call the LOD system. And that meant that you had to create assets at different LOD levels, so it doesn't slow down everybody's computer. With Unreal 5, we have this new technology called nanite that breaks things down into the right amount of polygons at the right distance. So
we played games with this already.
This has made an amazing difference to the visual detail of the world. It allows us to create one really amazing looking cliff piece, for example, and then doesn't matter how far away or how close we place it, it performs well and it looks great.
If you're wondering why some of these assets like feel similar, all of the information we've seen about Ashes of Creation also have used Unreal 5. Like Ashes of Creation uses Unreal 5. Several games that we've already played, I can't remember which ones off the top of my head, but all of those use Unreal 5. So that is why all of them look so good and similar.
Where Unreal worked for us on Dune was that it was a fantastic pre-production and planning tool. On Dune Part 2, we had some very complicated scenes, and we were able to previs all the way from Budapest what the light was going to be doing well in advance. It's the only tool that I've used.
Wait, they used Unreal 5, guys, for the making of the Dune movies. That's what they're saying right now. That's so cool, man. That's so cool. Yeah, it's actually pretty funny because Unity and Unreal are used for a lot of like architectural drawings and stuff as well. Like I've worked with people in my business world that have used our video game assets for their own stuff, like for actual real life stuff as well. There's like a solid percentage of people that use Unity and Unreal 5 and like other game engines and so on and so forth. For developing like engineering projects and architectural drawings and stuff, and it always like breaks my brain for a moment where they're like, oh yeah, we're just using Unreal 5 for this. I'm like, wait, what? You're using what? And I'm just like internally nerding out. Oh man, it's always fun.
I would say in my 25 years of shooting that is able to be used across a wide spectrum of films,
right?
Different types of filmmakers.
The most iconic creature in the Dune universe.
The sandworm.
Of Arrakis.
Absolute sandworm.
We've tried to represent this in the game in multiple ways. So as a player, your first steps on the open sand, you hear the hiss of the sand in the distance as a sandworm begins to move.
Reminds me of a snake.
And when it gets close,
the sound of a snake. I hate snakes.
As it erupts from the sand nearby.
Sounds good though.
At that point, you have only seconds to live if you cannot make it to rocky ground. So this is your first experience with sandworms. And these are the little ones. When you go into the deep desert, when you're harvesting spice, the giant ringmouth sandworms that we've seen in the film will erupt underneath the spice balls and suck harvesters and equipment down into the sand beneath them. There's really only one rule. The sandworm will always come.
This is awesome.
Humans have always
the whale run? What is the whale run?
To create something, to build worlds, whether it's in their head, whether it's in text, whether it's on screens, whether it's in games. Funcom as a company has been on this journey for a long time, creating multiplayer worlds where players can live out their dreams and fantasies. We were there in the beginning with massively multiplayer online games. We've been there in the beginning with survival open world crafting games. And
I genuinely am curious if he's going to bring up Secret World. Because like I played Secret World from inception to when they, tried to make it into a mobile game and completely ruined the game. But for like a solid 2.5, 3 years, Secret World was so cool, man. Oh, I always think back and I wonder what life would have been like if Secret World hadn't died. Holy shit. Could you PM that to me on Discord, Peppy? I'd appreciate that. Because I'll lose the link. 4 or 5 games away from... Oh, nice. Hell yeah, Riled Up. Now, we're watching an awesome video about an upcoming survival MMO, Riled Up.
Dune is a combination of those legacies, bringing us forward.
Will Chases You, gotcha.
It's the culmination of what Funcom means as a company and what we can deliver. And this legacy means that we need to really pay attention to what we're creating and how we create it for the fans. Because I think at the heart of this, there's a lot of people out there who really want to live in the universe that Frank Herbert created. And they really want to live in the visual world of the films that they see from Villeneuve. And so
Holy
we
shit.
need to create the gap between those two possibility spaces. and create a game world where people can live out their fantasies that they've taken from Dune.
No. This is about the game, Riled Up. This is a new survival MMO game of Dune. And in a very interesting twist, the makers of the game worked with the makers of the movie, and they were like allowed on the Dune movie sets to like actually get information about like the desert and the sandworms and the models and the ships and everything. So that's what I'm talking about, Riled. Yeah. You missed it. This is about the game.
And yes, it's a huge legacy, and it feels at times extremely overwhelming. But we really hope that we can deliver something for everybody.
Okay. Can I do the cool ass sword salute that Aquaman does before he dies? Because that was like the coolest shit, man. What was his name? Like Daytona, Texas or some shit? I forgot what his name was. But he was like the best character in the movie, straight up. I love that character. He kicked ass, man. What was his name? I forgot what his name was in the game.
Great.
In the movie.
Captivating visions on the big screen.
I wonder if he'll be in the game.
The immersive world of games, of course, both certainly come with their own unique set of challenges. And I think it's very clear that both mediums draw deeply from the seminal book that started it all. Now, of course, Villeneuve's movies have mesmerized the audiences with their adaptation of Frank Herbert's masterpiece, showcasing the intricate politics, the very stunning visuals, and the harsh desert of Arrakis.
I'm sure they'll have some of the characters. I don't know which ones, but I'm not familiar enough with the world.
Life really takes on new forms. So, here to share this exciting process with us is Joel Biles, the Chief Creative Officer for Dune Awakening. Joel, welcome to the first
Peppy, thank you for sending me the link.
Thank you very much for having me. It's exciting to be here.
I am so excited that you're here because I get to pick your brain. I have so many questions and I want to dive straight into this.
It's such a dope set that they're sitting on.
A survival MMO. Two words everyone watching will be familiar with. But what's your take on that? What is a survival MMO?
One of the biggest problems with New World is that the betas apparently were and like all the information about New World like 2 years, a year, a year and a half before New World came out, it had like so many very interesting survival MMO mechanics. And they like basically cut the legs off all of that when New World actually came out. I still enjoyed New World. I played it for like solid like 2.5, 3 months. And we enjoyed it thoroughly in here. But man, it was so sad that like one of the coolest aspects of it was just completely knocked out from the legs. And I'm genuinely curious if they can, because a lot of games have tried to add survival mechanics or whatever, or try to make a pseudo survival MMO. A lot of games have tried this. I don't know if this will work, but I would love to see a marriage between two of my favorite genres, survivals and MMOs. Gifted, welcome. Silly Moy, welcome. Yes, this is the Dune. This is the brand new information that came out yesterday about the upcoming Dune MMO. Dune Survival MMO. Welcome. Hope you're having a great night, guys.
Sure.
You're playing Lost Ark, yeah.
Obviously a genre of games about like building yourself up from the bottom and surviving. MMOs are more about social interaction and how players work together to achieve big goals.
That's one of the reasons that they don't really work together.
Why don't we create a game? Because most of the survival games that are out there, they kind of, you once you get to a certain point of survival, it kind of ends, and that's kind of where you've gotten to. But what we thought was like the universe of Dune is a perfect place with these politics and this intrigue and these machinations that happen. So let's get players hooked on the survival and then bring them into the political survival of the Dune universe.
Interesting.
Let's break it down and dive a little deeper, starting with the survival part. What are we surviving on Arrakis? What would that
everything. Yeah. We're surviving everything.
What else?
Other players. So the player, obviously Arrakis is all about the heat and the water. So the player, first of all, needs to be searching for water. They need to stay out of the sun, stay in black shade during the daytime, travel by night.
I love it.
That's what the Fremen say, right? That's what the Khitan al-Gaib says it in the book, right? Black shade by day, travel by night. So the player needs to worry about these things, think about the sunlight.
Interesting.
Think about where they are, but they also need water because that runs out really quickly without a still suit. and you die very fast. So yeah, there's lots of ways in which to get water. You can explore dew fields and eat plant fiber to try and get water out of it. After a while, you start to throw up because you can't really get too much water out of plants that way.
Oh man!
And then the more, the way I prefer.
So wait, like eating the food will make you throw up? That's super cool. Holy shit.
To do it is to shoot enemies, take their blood, drink that.
Oh!
Actually drop that right there.
Oh, dude, we can drink people's blood for the water content? Okay. Yep, I'm in. Dude, the fact that they're going that deep into it and that brutal into it, I'm so into this. I'm so into this.
Okay, so we're harvesting blood, or just lick some plants, whichever way you choose. You're gonna stay hydrated.
Blood all the way, guys.
Yeah, stay hydrated.
Blood all the way.
Game. Are there other resources I need to worry about?
Yeah, so as a player, I mean, it's a proper survival open world crafting game, right? So players will craft their entire arsenal, right? So they'll be collecting resources, they'll be collecting stone, they'll be collecting metals like copper, iron, eventually forging steel.
Welcome, Platinum Ghost. Thank you for the raid. It is lovely to have you in here. Hope you're having an amazing night. Thank you so much for the raid, for the love. How is your night doing, buddy? I hope your community is doing amazingly. Welcome, buddy. We're showcasing the brand new Dune Survival MMO. Tell me about Lost in Random. Start. Oh my god. Thank you, Dark. We gotta make a rule where blurps are off whenever we're doing just chatting, because it absolutely is not good for YouTube videos. So please, guys, during any time we're showcasing a video, legit refrain from doing blurps during these. I appreciate it. Did it during the pause moment? Doesn't matter because I have to put it on YouTube. So now I'll have to edit this out. But yeah, just let you know, Darkshade, just for future. Just know that it makes me do massively amounts of extra work, and it's not good. So the lovely Platinum Ghost, Lost in Random is a good game with a lot of heart. Hell yeah, dude. Tell me about Lost on Random. And welcome. Good to see you. Good to have you in here, Platinum Ghost. How have you been, my friend? How was your night? How was life? We love you, my friend. We're still on every single night, and we keep putting up awesome videos on the YouTube. We're at 76 videos on the YouTube. Put you on YouTube? Hey, Peppy, officially you will be on. Let me tell you. Hell yeah, my friend. You rock. Thank you so much for being in here. The lovely Platinum Ghost. Everyone from Platinum Ghost community, please say hello. Would love to get to know you. Love to have you in here. We're going to have some awesome good times and good funs. It was not real. It was real. It was real. This video for Dune is definitely going on YouTube, bro. Glad to see you here. It's great. Oh, absolutely, Platinum, my friend. Absolutely, buddy. Are you excited for a survival MMO? Because we're going to be doing, we're showcasing a bit of Dune Awakening. So I'll rewind a bit, and there we go. We'll go back.
In and out of game.
This looks so good already.
Are there other resources I need to worry about?
Yeah, so as a player, I mean, it's a proper survival open world crafting game, right? So players will craft their entire arsenal, right? So they'll be collecting resources, they'll be collecting stone, they'll be collecting metals like copper, iron, eventually forging steel.
Right.
Building up the equipment that they have at home, so they'll be crafting.
Oh, it's looking crazy, dude. We can drink blood in this game for the water in it. As soon as I heard that, I was like, all right. Okay, I see what you're doing, and I am down. I am absolutely down. This sounds great. This sounds absolutely great. 100%. Holy smokes, man! I'm so into it.
And they can of course craft themselves a base to live in.
Right.
Craft machines to help them.
Dude, we're going to play this. We're just straight up going to play this.
All right. So there's a lot to do, what I'm hearing. Base building you just mentioned, that's obviously very exciting. I saw you guys share the sneak peek of what a base could look like already on your TikTok channel. Very cozy. Why would
I need a... Wait, is it only on TikTok? Can I find that? I need to find that information.
Ever leave a home?
How do we find that information?
Into the desert, but I'm sure you guys give us plenty of reasons to do just that. Is there anything special about the base building in this game?
Yeah, so we took
I'm sure there's plenty special.
Conan Exiles, our other survival game. We brought that over. Then we started to add to it, right? So we've now created a system for co-op building where you can place out holograms and other players can fill them in. So you work with your friends to build bases. You can also save your base as like an architectural blueprint that you can then sell to other players on the exchange, or you can give to your friends so they can...
Wait, we can sell our base blueprint? Holy shit. Man, I'm so bad at making bases. So it's like not something that I would particularly be able to do. But man, oh, that's so freaking cool. That is absolutely so freaking cool. Oh man. I really like that idea. I really like the idea of being able to save and move your base. That's already been done quite well into I don't know if anyone played Fallout 76, but Fallout 76 unironically, you know, it has some issues, but they do that quite well. They do that quite well. And it works awesomely. So yeah, hell yeah, dude. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, you enjoyed 76? Yeah, being able to move your base from one area to another was like legitimately super, super, super cool.
You know, if you make something really cool, one of the things we saw in Conan Exiles that I really liked was that players were building the Taj Mahal. They were just building really cool buildings, and it's like, what if you could sell that to another player? That'd be cool, right? So another player might want to be able to just buy that blueprint off you, and place that out in the world and build it themselves. So we're really enabling this sharing and sort of the way the buildings.
That's huge. I love that. That level of collaboration is really, really cool.
Well, I know my story arc is going to be architect who harvests blood occasionally, but you know, you do what you gotta
harvest blood.
Now that I have my
dude, that's so cool.
You know, I'm staying hydrated in some unkosher ways, and I'm having my base. How do I protect myself and my base from the world?
Right.
What am I doing for combat here?
So the game has a full leveling system, right? And we do this thing we call combined arms, which is like we have melee, we have ranged, and we have abilities, and we also have vehicles, right? So players can use any combination of these in combat, right? So it's kind of creates this interesting dynamic. So you can learn abilities from the great schools of the universe and learn how to be a Bene Gesserit, compelling your enemies to come close to you so that you can stab them with a knife. And you combine so you're combining melee with abilities there, right? Or you can be a sword master and leap in with a knee charge, knocking people to the ground and then stabbing them. Or you can choose to be like a trooper. And you use your Shigawai reel to pull you up like a grappling hook, to pull you to high places.
I don't know what any of this means.
Sniper rifles and shotguns. So there's
the Shigawai reel? Dude, that's awesome. But what I'm going to do is probably be like as much of a melee guy as I can. I love doing melee, but I mean, I feel like you need guns in a world like this, right? Like I feel like you need it. We'll figure it out.
Large variety of weapons that you can craft through our intricate crafting system, in addition to these abilities that you learn as you level up your character. So you kind of have this freedom of choice, and that's really what Combined Arms is all about. It's sandbox combat.
Right.
That's what we're trying to call it, and what we're going for, right?
Are those hard locked in classes, or is there like can I explore different skill trees? Like, can I be a swordsman? Or a swordsmaster and also use the voice? Is that possible?
It's absolutely possible. You just have to find the right trainer in the world who'll teach you these things. So you choose in character creation, you make a choice of who was your mentor when you were young. And then you choose one of the things, and that determines your set of starting abilities. But then when you play the game, you find trainers in the world. You have to do things for them, but then they'll eventually teach you some of the way.
I'm assuming.
The path that can take you down some of these skills and abilities,
I love that. Okay, so lots of things to explore there as a player and avenues to take, all in order to protect myself and maybe my friends if I feel like it. What am I protecting? Like, how do I protect myself against sandworms? Like, can I fight them? Can I ride them? Like, what's...
Bro, you can't kill a sandworm. I feel like there's... Do people in the Dune books and shit, like, do they kill sandworms? Is that a thing? I feel like that's, like, not a thing. At least, like, not for anyone except, like, you know, the most powerful people or whatever. How exactly does that work? I feel like that would not work too well.
To deal with them.
That'd be gigantic.
Like a tension mechanic in the game. We want you to be really worried every time you walk on the sand. So you really need to think about what you're doing. So there is no way to kill or defeat sandworms.
No,
the only thing you can do
Well, that answers the question, guys. We cannot kill sandworms. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
You just cannot. The only thing you can do is avoid the sandworms, right? So you craft yourself a thumper and place it out to distract a sandworm. Maybe you use it to lure.
Wait, sandworms can die of sadness? What? So they're like whales. Oh my god, that's so sad. So they're sentient. So sandworms aren't like, they're not like just regular worms. Regular worms don't really have like brain power, So but I guess sandworms have like sentience, is what you're saying? Is that a thing? That's interesting. Okay, all right.
A sandworm onto
it's good to know.
Some friends of yours or some
friends,
depending on how
as one does.
And the other thing you can do, of course, is craft yourself a vehicle. Like we have a range of vehicles in the game, including the iconic ornithopters.
Okay.
And players will be able to craft these, and you'll be able to use these to, of course, traverse safely, right? If you're in an ornithopter, you fly above. If you're on a sand bike or something like that, you can move quickly across the sand. Hopefully a sandworm won't get you if you time it right.
Oh man! Oh man! So it's like a giant threat.
Sounds really stressful. Sounds perfect actually for a survival MMO.
Right.
Now you already alluded to some of the cooperative things one can do in game. Can you elaborate a little bit more here or dive deeper into this? Like,
sure.
Can I fully go on a journey with someone and then do tasks with each other? Like, what can I do with other people?
Yeah, so I mean,
it's a good question.
Friends, join together with a grouping system. We have a ping system, so you can obviously point out things to players.
Right.
You will find different roles that you can assume based on the kind of combination of abilities you want to bring with you, and then you can heal your friends, of course, get them up when they get knocked down in combat, things like that. And then, of course, you go on journeys. Like we have a system called the journey system. You can go on those journeys together and sort of explore the mystique of the universe.
All right.
Through that, we also have a contract system. When you go to trade posts, you'll be able to take contracts. Your friend and you can go out and explore and do these contracts together. We have small group play, we have guild play. It's all kind of what you'd expect to see in a social experience.
What's your take on the?
It's not a lot of detail on that.
The books and the movies. That's a big part of it, like the whole political intrigue. How predominant is that in the game?
I mean, we want players to be able to.
I feel like that has to be really into it.
Kind of lost in the desert, right? And then by the end of the game, maybe you're the next Baron Harkonnen. So as you play through the game,
who doesn't want to be him?
He's a good-looking man.
Oh yeah. Mm.
As you make your way through the game, you
wait, which guy is Baron Harkonnen? Was he in the first movie? Hold on, let me see. Baron Harkonnen. wait, the fat snake dude? Oh god. Oh no. Yeah, this is our future chat. Who's going to be the Baron Harkonnen in the community when we play this MMO?
Progress and you
oh my god.
Meet these factions in the world, right? Your Atreides.
Holy shit, dude.
There's War of Assassins going on, as it's called. And as a player,
War of Assassins?
Which side you want to help, which side you want to join. Then you start to partake in missions for those factions.
Okay.
And eventually, you work your way up through the ranks of the factions, and maybe you take on a position of power as well. So the politics are, they're designed to actually encourage players to develop their own politics around the sandbox systems, right? So we have this Landsrad. The Landsrad will demand that players do certain things. The factions need to work together against each other to achieve these goals.
Right.
So there's also this sandbox element to the politics.
Which also then encourages co-op play or PvP play more.
Co-op play or PvP play, yeah. Yeah, there's this this kind of idea that, when people have the same objective, but they're on opposite sides, it becomes a race between them to achieve that objective, and they'll do all sorts of dirty things.
So there's factions. It looks like faction play will be extremely integral to this. I kind of like that because I've been missing a really good heavy PvP MMO. And I hope they're able to pull that off. Dude, some of my favorite times in World of Warcraft was when it was straight up Alliance versus Horde, and that was pretty much everything. The entire game was really a lot of focused on open world PvP and all that. Open world PvP is my favorite form of PvP. Battlegrounds are fun, but I like the open world stuff a lot.
To get to the top, right?
sounds about right. Can I opt out of politics? Can I just live my peaceful little Swiss life in my cottage?
Absolutely.
Swiss
you can
life.
play however you want. I mean, the idea is to be a sandbox and allow people to approach it how they like. We have one of the rules, one of the pillars of the game is expression and customization.
Okay.
And that's not just about visuals, it's customizing how you want to play the game. So it's really thinking about like, well, I really like to craft and just set up my little crafting setup and sell things on the exchange to other players.
Interesting.
So you can do that. You can basically live your life as a crafter. You can also be an architect, as we talked about. You know, you can be a pilot, a scout. You're not really heavily involved.
The crafting in all of the games that I played of Funcom already has been complete and utter ass. Like, one of the worst parts of the Secret World MMO, which was a great MMO, I've already talked about it, was the crafting. Like, the crafting in that game was absolutely, like, not only useless, it was just not well implemented, it wasn't fun to do, nothing of the sort. So, I don't know if Funcom can do good crafting, but we'll see. Like, hopefully they've thought a lot about that, because, like, for something like this, like, intricate crafting is needed for a very good survival game. It's absolutely needed. We'll see.
In the fighting, but you go out.
That worries me, but, you know, in an exciting way.
As well of the world.
Right.
Where are we currently at? Like, I know there have been betas already. How many more of those are coming? When is the next one? What's the status of development? Where are we at? So,
yeah, we've been running betas now for several months.
Right.
They've been going really well. We're slowly inviting more people over time. So the game, yeah, I mean, we're not going to rush it out the door. We're going to work with our community and our
absolutely.
Players, and we're going to try.
This is going to need a lot of work.
Possibly can be.
Takes as long as it takes, man.
It takes as long as it takes. And you
yeah,
do it well.
make it good.
So yeah.
Dude, make it good. I don't care how soon it comes out. I care if it's good. And I think I speak for everyone who plays MMOs, who plays games in general. I hate rushed games. There's nothing worse than a rushed game. I want it to be good. Take your time. Make it good.
We're working with our community, and yeah, betas are continuing, right, all the way through launch, and we're going to keep increasing the number of people in those betas, helping us stress test.
I need to sign up for this beta, man.
Sandworms, all those kind of good things.
Yeah.
All the good stuff. Speaking of good stuff, have there been any like recent milestones you're particularly excited about, or anything you want to share about the current development?
Sure. There's a thing as a creative director I like to say, that we get a few aces. Every time we make a project, we get to make a few creative bets.
Okay.
There's a thing called the shifting sands, which is one of my most exciting, one of the things that makes me most excited about the game, and that is this location in the world. It's a full PvP area, and every week the Coriolis storm sweeps in and completely alters the landscape of this area. And I got to see that working for the first time very recently, with full landscape changing and people able to play, and it's.
What's a Coriolis storm, guys? They're using, like, I'm really glad he's into it, but like I have no clue what the Coriolis. I don't know what like some of the terms he's saying mean. We'll see.
Exciting to see these things coming online, and I think it's something people haven't seen before in a game. So I'm excited to let the audience in on it. You know.
I can't wait to be part of that audience, and I also can't wait to have more opportunities in the future to chat about the development and the process that you and the team are going through. Now, any last words? Anything you want to say to your future player base?
Yes, thank you everybody for joining us on this journey.
This was awesome. I love this talk.
First taste of spice, mildly euphoric, slightly addictive, and leaving you wanting more.
I certainly want more of that now. I'm pretty
That's
sure
well
I'm
said.
watching as well, so remember, for a chance to get an invitation to any of the future closed beta tests, head on over to DuneAwakening.com and sign up for the beta. Then head on over to Steam and wishlist.
Dude, okay, let's do that right now. We're gonna wishlist this right here, and I think they're gonna show the trailer after that. So we need to sign up for that Dune beta, man. I need to get into one of these. Holy smokes. That is awesome. Cannot wait. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, there are some trailers up. Okay, that's the dev diary. I think this is this. Okay. Yeah. Oh, no, this is the Dune Awakening Direct. Okay. I'll sign up for the beta off stream.
The game. You can also join our Discord and follow our other socials at Dune Awakening. Also, of course, you can keep up to date on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, where we will be showcasing regular sneak peeks into.
Yeah, please do it more than just TikTok.
Awakening. Now, Here is the moment that I'm pretty sure everyone has been waiting for.
Here we go.
Take a look at our brand new gameplay trailer.
The trailer.
Dune Awakening.
Let's do it.
Arrakis is a test. Few survive it.
I'll turn the CCs off there. It looks desolate. It looks perfect. Holy shit. You run into that, you're gonna shit your pants. Oh my god. Wait, we can like spider climb? Dude, those are the mosquito robots that are like assassinating people and stuff. Oh, that's so cool. Oh my god, please don't suck. Please don't suck. This looks so cool. Shit.
Arrakis is a test. Few survive it. But the humans that do awaken.
Okay.
Wow, Arrakis is
I'm into it, man.
the most dangerous planet.
I am
in the universe.
into
You know
it.
what? I can't wait to go there. Now, thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned and join us on the next Dune Awakening Direct.
Holy shit. That was crazy. Who's excited? I'm fucking, yeah, all right, I'm into it. I'm into it, man. Holy shit. Dude, I don't know if Funcom can pull this off, man. They're trying to do a lot. This does look really, really cool, though. Dude, the first chance we get to play this game, we're playing this game. I'm going to sign up for the beta after stream tonight. Absolutely going to try to play this game. This looks insane. They're clearly a massive undertaking. Yeah, most MMOs are a massive undertaking, but this one looks like crazy huge. They look like they're trying to do a lot. Like, when I saw that you could spider climb and, like, do the assassin thing, you could do, like, the little, like, you could control the little bugs, the little bug robots that, like, can one-shot someone. Dude, I don't know how they're gonna balance this, man. Holy crap. Think it's time for KOTOR 3? Yeah, exactly. Oh my god. This looks crazy. Yeah, I'm so into it. I'm so into it. Wow. I might have to actually sub to Funcom here. This looks insane. Dude, I wonder if they have the old videos from Secret World. They have the lady from Secret World right here. So they very well might. Whoa, there's a lot of stuff from... Oh my god. There's actually like a lot of stuff from the Dune game here. We gotta check out some of these. This is crazy.